Big New Year's celebration, lots of fireworks. 3 years later, fireworks going off every building in Times Square. Then the fire department complains they're going to burn the city down, and that leads to dropping the ball. If you look to the top, that's not the real ball, that's a mock-up, and that's where they drop it from. That dropping the ball is now an international celebration. We usually get 500,000, maybe 700,000 people gathered in this space for the millennium. It was 1999 to 2000. We got a record crowd of 2 million people. We're all squeezed in here, and all the way down 7th Avenue, the park, so that's more than a half mile. Halfway up Broadway, all the side streets, standing together, shivering in the cold, waiting for the ball to drop. I say it was warm, I watched it on television. The second largest crowd was midnight 2003 into 2004. One was the 100th anniversary of the celebration. 2 was exceptionally nice weather for midnight of New Year's Eve, and 3 was an orange alert. The highest level of terrorist threat since September 11th itself. Faced with a dire threat, we all went out, we had a party. Okay, you see how Broadway is closed. Behind you to the right, and in front of you to the left. One of the innovations of current Mayor Bloomberg, this is about 2 years old now, this doesn't make sense, but he made the traffic flow better by taking streets away, squeezing more and more cars into fewer and fewer streets. He did a whole lot of different things, but one of them, what you're seeing here right now, is he closed Broadway at all the 3-way intersections, and that has actually increased the traffic flow so much it had to reroute the strip. The buildings around you are mostly less than 30 years old. The few that are older, to the right here, the Paramount building, and south and right 42nd Street, you look to the right, 4 more. The buildings that are more than 30 years old, pretty much all of them survive only because by law you're not allowed to tear them down. New York City is obsessed with tearing itself down and building itself up from scratch. Times Square becomes the most exaggerated example. The 4 protected buildings in the block to the right is going to be the Amsterdam Theater, that's where the Lion King is. There's going to be the new Victory, the office building within McDonald's. The other side of the street is the new Victory Theater, that is where they're showing Spider-Man, and there's also a vacant theater with scaffolding. Everything else on that block, both sides of the street, less than 15 years old. Okay, who saw the original black and white King Kong? All right, look at Mary Poppins. Can you see the end of the building where there is an odd shape? There used to be an alleyway there. That doesn't exist anymore. Remember when Kong broke out of the theater and he went into... Yeah, that was it. They actually did a really nice recreation of Times Square in the Hollywood studio for the movie King Kong. And then when they had the second remake, the one that's only about, I think it's only about 5 years old now, well, they did even more reconstructing. Yeah.